Good morning, student. This is my second video based on probability. Okay. Now I will explain here laws of probability. Okay. Now before that I will tell you the De Morgan's theorem I told you in your class 11. Okay. Now what is De Morgan's law? Before telling De Morgan's law, I want to tell you I have done one mistakes in your PDF. You please correct it. Okay, it will be this, not this. Okay, I'm explaining point number 1. Okay, in your PDF you please correct this. Okay, point number 1, that A B whole complement, A union B whole complement. First you write individual complement, A complement, B complement. If it is union, then you write intersection. Okay, it is easy to remember. And if it is A intersection B whole complement, previously it was A union B whole complement, now it is A intersection B whole complement. Then first you write individual complement, A complement, B complement. If it is intersection, then you write union. Understood? If it is union, then you write intersection. If it is intersection, then you write union. These are to De Morgan's law. Okay, come to the laws of probability. Okay, there are different types of laws. Okay, now 5 laws are there as per your syllabus. Okay, come to the book. Please, all of you please open the book. I will explain it from your book. After that you read the PDF. Okay, now first law, no proof is included in your syllabus, only you have to apply the laws. Okay, now first you read it. The theorem 1, if A and B are event associated with random experiment having sample space S, A or B the event, suppose this is your sample space S and where A and B the event, and condition given A is the subset of B, that means A is a subset of B. Okay, now then probability of A less than equal to probability of B, condition 1 obviously. Now see, A is a subset of B, A is a subset of B means obviously probability A will be maximum equal to B, not greater than B, since A is a subset of B. Okay, so A probability of A will be less than equal to B. This is your condition 1. And condition 2, probability of B minus A. Now from B you are subtracting A. Probability of B minus A equal to probability of B minus probability of A. Okay, now B from B, you understood, from B means total. This is your B. Okay, now big circle. Now B minus A, that means which one left? This surroundings area left, B minus A. Now probability of B means whole number, probability of B, and you are subtracting probability of A, this much area. Which area left? This area left. Okay, this outside, this area left. Clear? This is called probability of B minus A. Understood the meaning? Only you remember the Venn diagram. Okay, now next come to the theorem 2. Theorem 2. Now theorem 2 is this: if A and B are mutually exhaustive means all the events within your sample space. Okay, whatever question you will ask, your answer will be within your sample space. That means one of the event must be raised their hand. Okay, if you asked any question, either event A will raise the hand, otherwise B will raise the hand. If 3 events are there, otherwise C will raise the hand. No one going to entertain from outside. One of the member within your sample space must raise the hand. This is called mutually exclusive. This is your mutually exhaustive. Yes, This is your mutually exhaustive event. And mutually exclusive means there is no common member. That means in between A and B there is no common member. See this figure, if this is a sample space A, this is your A and this is your B, both are disjoint. There is no common part. This is called mutually exclusive. Okay, understood the meaning of mutually exclusive and exhaustive? Okay, if A and B are exclusive and exhaustive event associated with a random experiment. Random experiment means outcome you cannot predict. Okay, random experiment having a sample space S, then PA. That means you understood, whatever question you will ask, any of the event within your sample space, raise the hand. But the A, B, C all are individual. That means there is no common member. A is separate, B is separate and C is separate. Okay, now if you add probability of A and probability of B, obviously you will get total probability which is equal to 1. Okay, that means if they are mutually exhaustive and exclusive also, then if you add all the events of the sample space, you will get the total probability. Value of total probability is 1. Okay, now come to the next point. Okay, now theorem number 3. If A and B are any two event associated with random experiment having sample space A, that means A and B are two event associated with random experiment. Okay, and sample space is S. That means take the union P of A union B, probability of A union B, since they are associated with random experiment, you don't know whether they are mutually exclusive or not. That time you imagine that they are not mutually exclusive. That means mutually exclusive means there is no, if mutually exclusive, that means there is no common member. Okay, now there is no common member. No common member means your intersection is 5. That means if it is not mentioned they are mutually exclusive, then you subtract this. That means total probability of A union B equal to probability of A plus probability of B. Okay, and you subtract the common part. Since here not mentioned that probability event A and B are mutually exclusive. Okay, so you subtract this. This is the theorem 3. Now come to 4. Theorem number 4. Okay, now if A and B are two events associated with random experiment, then probability of A union B, probability of A union B is this. Now how? Probability of A union B, see this, come this figure. Okay, now probability, you know that they told probability of A union B is this. That means probability of A union B. A union B means this is whole part you are taking. First you are taking probability of A minus B. Probability of A minus B means only this part. That means only this much. This much you have taken. Probability of A minus B plus probability of b minus a. That means probability of b minus a means only this part. And that means probability of b minus a means only this portion, no common part. So after that you have to add the common part a intersection b, then you will get total probability of a union b. Probability of a union b. A union b, this is your a and this is your b. That means probability of a union b means total area. Total area of your Venn diagram. Total area means probability of a minus b. You are taking this part first, plus probability of b minus a, this part, and which one left? This common part, plus probability of a intersection b. Understood? This is your theorem for first law. Probability of a union b is probability of a minus b plus b minus a plus the intersection part. Okay, in similarly you find out probability of a union b is probability of a union b. First you are taking probability of a means total probability of a, this part probability of a, and after that probability of b minus a, obviously for the probability of a union b, that means probability of a means this one and probability of b is this one. Okay, then you take first probability of a means this area, probability of this area. Okay, probability of a means this area and and which one left? Only this part left, plus probability of b minus a. Okay, when you are taking probability of a, that means you are probability of a, that means you are taking this total part, and which one left? Only probability of b minus a. Okay, now comes second point, probability of a plus probability of b minus a, and it is also similar. Okay, now next probability of a is equal to probability of a minus b plus probability of a b intersection. Probability of a come here, probability of a means this part. Okay, probability of a means this part. First you have taken what? Point number 3, probability of a minus b, that means probability of a minus b means only this part, probability of a minus b, and which one left for probability of a? Only this part, this black portion, this part is probability of a intersection b. If you add probability of a minus b plus this portion, then you will get probability of a. Understood? Probability of a means probability of a minus b plus probability of a b intersection, and similarly b is also same. Come to next, that probability of a minus b equal to probability of a intersection b complement. Okay, how? That means a minus b, that means b is not present here, minus, you are cancelling b, that means b is not present means who will be present? B complement. Okay, a minus b means here which portion? A minus b means only this portion, that means this part only this part. A minus b means only this part. Okay, where a minus b both are present, Okay, now come here, this is the meaning of a minus b means a is there as well as minus b means b complement also there, this is their common part, so intersection. Understood? Okay, now b minus a also same, minus means complement. Okay, minus means complement. Come to last one, that means 7. That means probability of A plus probability of B. What does it mean? Probability of A plus probability of B. First, probability of A means this area, total area, and probability of B means this total area. Okay, probability of A plus probability of B. That means individual area. Now probability of A means this area and probability of B means this area. Okay, that means you are adding probability of A plus probability of B, which is equal to first probability of A minus B plus probability of B minus A. Okay, now this is your required area, probability of A plus probability of B. You have taken first probability of A minus B. See here you have taken probability of A minus B. A minus B means this area, probability of A minus B. Okay, which part left? Only this back portion left for probability of A. After that you have added here probability of B minus A. B minus A means this, that means probability of B minus A is this portion. For probability of B, which part left? On black portion. Okay, that means 2 times you have to add this common portion, probability of A intersection B. That means probability of A and probability of B equal to probability of A minus B, probability of A minus B plus probability of B minus A. From A you have missed this black portion, so one time A intersection B, for B also another time A intersection B. That's why it is 2. Understood the meaning? You only remember this Venn diagram, then you understood the meaning. Okay, come to last one. That means the theorem 5. Probability of A union B union C. What does it mean? Probability of A union B union C. Now, probability of A union B union C. Okay, clear? First you draw the Venn diagram. Now, result will be probability of, let me write the result. No proof is included for your ISC syllabus, okay? But for joint, you go through the proof. Okay, that means probability of, that means in your sample space 3 events are there, A, B, C. Okay, now suppose this is your A, probability of A. Okay, this is your probability of A. Okay, now next I am taking probability of B. Suppose this is my probability of B. Okay, this is the common portion, this is the common portion for A union B. This is the common portion for A not union A intersection B. This is the common portion A intersection B. Okay, now for total area, first I am taking PA. I have taken. That means PA means this total area I have taken. Within this total area I have taken the common part also, A intersection B. So I have to cancel this. So I have cancelled P, probability of A intersection B. Since I have taken A, no need to take intersection. Okay, already I have taken this probability of A means full circle I have taken. So within this common portion I cancel. probability of A intersection B. Come to next, probability of B. Probability of B means this part. Probability of B means this part. No need to take the common portion. Let me draw the C portion. This is my event C. Okay. Which one is the common part? Okay. Now this part comes under your tell A and C common part. A intersection C. A intersection C. And this part common part of B and C both, that means B intersection C. Okay, this part is the common part of both. Okay, B intersection C. Now you come here, that means probability of B. Probability of B means this circle, that means this circle. Probability of B, this circle. When I am taking this circle, that means I have taken this common part. Probability of B means this circle full. Okay, that means I have taken this common part, already taken, so I have to cancel this. Probability of B minus C. Okay, so I have taken probability of B. Which one left? Probability of C. Now come here, this is your, this third circle is probability of C. Total area I have taken. Probability of C I have taken, means this common portion A and C already I have taken. Okay, that means you cancel probability of A intersection C. Okay, understood? Okay, probability of A when I am taking, that means already taken the common part A intersection B, so you cancel this A intersection B. Probability of B means this part, already you have taken this common part, so you cancel this. Probability of C means this area, already you have taken this common part, so you cancel this. But you observe here, this is common to all. This part is common to all. Okay, you are subtracting A intersection B, that means you are subtracting this common part also, and when you are subtracting this, that means you are subtracting this common part also. When you are subtracting this, means you are subtracting this common part also. That means this part vanished, this part going to be vanished, so you have to add this common part, A intersection B intersection C. Okay, that means you understood the meaning of probability of A union B union C is probability of A, you cancel the common part. Probability of B, you cancel the common part. Probability of C, cancel the common part. And this common part for every event you have cancelled, so you add this, the total common portion you add it, you will, if you add this, you will get the total probability. That means intersection probability of your union A union B, probability of your union A union B and union C, that means your total area you are calculating. Understood the meaning of this? Okay, from your book, this is the Venn diagram. These are very, very important. Okay, please go through this. In my next video, I will explain exercise your 10.1. These all are the repeat portion.